Hey everyone, my name is Jonathan Tripp. Welcome to our show. Today it is Wednesday. I don't know. We're just the beginning of August. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's actually already August. Today's show we're gonna be talking about social for small business. This is an ongoing topic we talk about. One of the big topics. I mean, we've talked. What have we talked about? We've talked about Facebook fan pages. We've talked about Instagram. I know we've talked about email lists and things like this. One of the big things that I want to talk about for small business when it comes to social, it's the idea that I want to take time off. This is a conversation I had yesterday with a really good friend, and we were talking about this. And I've heard this come up in a number of different other conversations. And I remember last year at this time, and then the year before that, in another business, the year before that with another business, where it just goes on and on. Where they say, oh, it's the summer months, people stop spending, so we're just going to pull back on our advertisement. We're going to wait for school to start to kind of get everything back together again. Attendance is down, viewership is down, whatever, readership is down, sharing's down, whatever it is, insert the blank, it's down. Sales are down, right? So this is the thing, right? There is so much competition out there. It doesn't matter if it's social. It doesn't matter if it's your local neighborhood business. It doesn't matter. There's a lot of competition in the world. And one of the things that's really caught my eye over the last several years is I've worked with a variety of different businesses, both service, product, e-product, digital, the digital landscape, as well as actual physically shipping a product somewhere. In whatever the case is, I've noticed a couple of things. And one of those things are that when it comes to the summer months, particularly after, I'd almost even want to say about mid-July to August, as the run-up to school is in the US, a lot of businesses pull back. They pull back their advertising. That's the time that they're going to go on their vacations, so they maybe sometimes they shut down. I got to say this. I think that's the exact time to push harder. If you're a business and you're still going, now is the time to, I think now's the time to double down. When everybody else is pulling back on their advertisement, on their innovations, maybe they're in all of their planning. And you don't wait till August to plan for August. You move forward. You're planning in May and June, prepping in July, and executing in August. I mean, you guys know that. I mean, if you run a business, you don't think of it after the fact. You don't think of it like, oh, we're gonna launch a product this week. You don't do that. But so when it comes to these off months, these summertime, especially like I said in August here, I gotta say, I think what you do is you don't pull back and just wait for your audience to come back. No, you push harder. You go out. When with everybody else taking a hiatus, that creates the perfect opportunity for you to come in with your business, your message. You double down, because now there's relatively speaking, there's a vacuum that needs to be exploited, right? If your competition is taking some time off, this is the time that you come in, you move in with your message, and you capture their ears, you capture their audience. And I think when that's executed well, obviously without being so overbearing that it becomes obnoxious, but when you are providing the solution to their problem when they're looking at it, because I don't think people's problems take a time off on vacation. Do they really? I mean, maybe people use their vacations to kind of get away. But I mean, I remember working with a company and knowing that when I took a vacation, I dreaded vacations. It was good to get away because you kind of need to get away, but I dreaded vacations because I knew that when I came back, I'd have double the work. I'd have all the work that didn't get done from the time that I was away piling up, waiting for me when I got back. How awesome is that? But it's the same kind of a mentality we have, the same kind of mindset that we have when other businesses are taking their time off from their advertising. They're getting ready to launch something else. They kind of go into this lull or close their doors. Maybe you just don't hear from them that much. that's the time to step up your game, to double down and say, hey, look, I've got answers to your problems. I've got a solution. Or here's my product, and or whatever the case is. This is the time to start ramping up, so that when September hits, you have been rolling now for a month, and they're just getting started. Who do you think is going to be more prepared, having already gone through 3 to 4 weeks of working through your product, establishing your list, growing your business, making contacts, shaking hands digitally even? Yeah, you guys know the answer. So don't wait till September to try to launch something. No, you're starting in July, executing in August, and achieving in September. And the same goes when it doesn't matter if it's digital print, but particularly when it comes to social media. Now I've only seen a couple of good product launches that are happening right now, services that are being offered. And I do try to pay attention to ads. I try to pay attention to what I see as the trends going on. Who are launching different products, what type of products are being launched. Is it a social platform? Is it a digital product? I mean, what is actually being launched and used right now? There's another aspect of this that I kind of wanted to talk about, and it's this. Okay, this fear of missing out. How many of you guys in the audience that are, I don't know, wherever you're watching this from, how many of you guys have either personally experienced or have seen people go through this fear of missing out? That they see something and they have to jump on it because they're afraid that they're just going to miss the trend, right? For those of you guys who are watching, here's the mugshot for the day. So this fear of missing out. There is this is so really bizarre, and here's the reason why. Okay, at least to me, the fear of missing out causes you to jump around, not for the sake of improvement, for innovation, but because the fear is the driver, not the innovation. And when you have that mindset of almost being paralyzed to not download that app, use that, sign up for this new social media platform or whatever, try this new technique out just for the sake of trying it out, that fear of missing out, it's such a huge rabbit trail within your business and within your brand. You need to know who you are and what you want to do, how you want to communicate, unless maybe, I take that back. Maybe your brand needs to be fear of missing out. Your FOMO is your brand. Maybe that's what you need to be concentrating on. So I take back everything I've said about branding and about fear of missing out. Make your brand about chasing after the newest thing all the time. That's your brand. Now go. That's what's going to make your social brand explode, because people are going to feel that you're always on the cutting edge, that you seem to be a step ahead of everybody. And when a new feature comes out on a social platform, you've already tweeted about it several times. This is your opportunity to be a celebrity. Fear of missing out. That's your new brand. No, guys, of course. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I really do. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's okay to. I can't imagine being gripped by that kind of a fear and letting that fear of missing out dictating the direction of your brand. Your business you would never even be able to get through a day or a week without having your brand almost feel like it needs to be shut down, because you just cannot keep up. You're so busy trying to innovate that you actually never connect with your customers. I just love it. So I love seeing all the comments in today's show. It's actually hilarious. I love them. When it comes to this whole fear of missing out, a part and parcel with it is the fear that you need to be on every single social media platform out there, and that's simply not true. While I think it's important to have a presence on and have a place, every social media platform has a purpose, and if you're not using that social media platform for that purpose, it ends up becoming a waste. And I think while it's okay, I would suggest this for branding, for protection, for reputation management. It's okay to scoop up the names on other social media platforms, if not for just the reputation management aspect, so that somebody can't come along, take your name, and then pretend that they're you. I think that's super important in cyber, your own cyber reputation, security management, whatever the buzzwords you want to throw in there, but you get my point. I think you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that. But that doesn't mean that you need to be on every single platform. If you want to be on Twitter and connect because of the style and the flavor of that social media platform, do it. If you find that your business fits best on Pinterest, do Pinterest. Don't try to be a Facebook on Pinterest. Don't try to be Instagram on your blog. I mean, it just be true to what that social media platform is. Play to those strengths. Yeah, just play to the strengths of that particular social media platform. And what you're going to find is that by focusing that, you're going to eliminate that fear of missing out. You're going to eliminate the zigging and the zagging all the time, trying to feel like it's an exhausting pace of trying to keep up with everybody else. When you know your brand, you're able to establish yourself as somebody that's credible, stable, and knowledgeable in your field, and that you're just really able to know everything about what either that social platform that you're choosing to use. And it's a lot easier to know a lot about one thing than it is a little bit about everything. And so I just really be careful if you feel that you need to be everywhere. And if you do, honestly, have a conversation with somebody. I mean, reach out to me. Probably one of the easiest ways to do that, find me either on Twitter or on my website at jonathantripp.com. You can go there. You can send out a contact, fill out the contact form, or just reach out to me. It's simple. It's even easier than email. All right. Or if you're on a social media platform, find me on Twitter. That's the easiest one for you to reach out to me. Although, do I really like Twitter or Instagram this week? I don't know yet. But so social for small business. This has been, I've really enjoyed doing this series, and I think today talking about these two issues were actually pretty fun. I really like that. We're going to keep going, and I'm going to be putting out a survey in our group later on today, probably around noon. And the easiest way that probably get over to our Facebook group, which is it's called Lab Nation. The easiest way to get there is to make sure you get to the right one is to go over to group.jonathantripp.com. And I'm going to put a survey out because I want to know, what are the things that you as small business owners or solo entrepreneurs or people that work with other small businesses, I want to know, what are the things right now that you or your clients, what are they struggling with in their business? What are the things that are not what mass media, social media are telling you that you need to pay attention to in your business? I want to know what you are actually struggling with right now. What's an obstacle? Is it money? Is it time management? Is it a lack of experience and expertise? Is it a timing issue? Not the amount of time it takes, but that you don't know when to do something. Is it email marketing? Is it content generation? There's so many things that could be stopping you from getting forward. And I'd love to hear from you exactly what it is that you and your business are really struggling with, because I think once we understand that, then we'll know just by asking the question, then what are your greatest successes? And I would really like to be able to connect with you and have a really great conversation about that. So with that, I'm going to close up today's episode of Social for Small Business, and we're actually going to do our, thank you for naming it this, the after chat, which if you want to, you can join us over on firetalk.com. The easiest, actually, you know what? Here's the easiest way to get over there is jonathantripp.com/firetalk. That takes you right over to our channel, and we're going to be starting that right now. So guys, thank you for joining us today on it was a nice short episode. I'm really glad that we were able to connect today. So join us again on Friday then for our next, our Friday installment. We're going to be doing Talk Social News. We're going to talk about the weekly wrap up and give you a summary of what's been happening in social media this week. So I'll see you guys then. All right, take care. Bye.